page and then come back to it.
Mm.
Okay, there it is. Hello.
Hi.
Oh, okay. I'm like, why am I hearing myself? It's because I'm looking at the
It's because
screen.
you're looking at it. Okay.
Okay.
So I'll take your word for it that it's working. Steve, can you manipulate the screen somehow so Will can see
Yeah.
if it, okay,
I'm moving some things around.
so Will, look at
Yeah.
this. Did you see the cards move, or will you in a couple seconds?
Yeah, I see them. Yeah.
Okay. Well, then I guess it's at least the video is working. Hopefully, our audio is coming through as well.
I hear myself, but I don't hear you.
Okay.
You don't hear us on the feed?
Oh, yeah, I just heard you, Steve.
What about
Okay.
me? Can you hear me?
No, I only hear you once, but I was hearing Steve and myself twice.
Okay. Let me see here. I mean, it should be picking up my USB microphone. I'm looking at the open broadcast settings, and the little things moving up and down. So.
All right.
All right.
You guys want to do any kind of introduction? Is this a special bonus episode of something or other?
Well, it would be a special bonus episode of Hooplecast if it worked. Oh, and it might be. Hold on. Let me test it here on my phone.
You guys want to do any kind of introduction? Oh, I hear myself. A special bonus episode of something or other?
Well, it would be a special bonus episode of Hooplecast. It's coming. It's working. It's working.
All right.
Yeah. Well, welcome to Hooplecast, special Friday night online game session of, what is this game called? Deadwood 1876?
Correct.
Is it a dice rolling game? Is that what this is?
This would be a tabletop game with cards and dice, yes.
Mm-hmm. Originally a Kickstarter game, I believe.
Yes, yes.
I found out about it too late, so I couldn't back it.
I was only interested in it once Will posted that he received it in the mail, so that got me excited.
Do you have a physical copy of this?
I do have a physical copy.
Did you get it from eBay or some other source?
I got it for I think Christmas. Yeah, just recently. Yeah.
Well, maybe it's available at retail now.
I have it and haven't even opened it yet, so shows you how eager right now. I just have so many games.
I just dropped $120 on the Assassin's Creed tabletop game on Kickstarter. It won't ship for another year, maybe.
Maybe.
Oh, this is available on Amazon for $25. I should probably just buy it if it's fun. We'll see.
Right.
I like all the packaging. It's like a book, and I like the cards and the little tokens, and yeah, it's fun.
So to give you a little more detail, Deadwood 1876 is by Facade Games, and it's part of their Dark City series. So they've also done Tortuga 1667 and Salem 1692. So they kind of focus on a particular city from a specific year in history and just kind of develop a game around there. So you can get all three in the series, and they're working on the fourth volume now.
Do we know what the fourth volume is?
No, I do not.
I like that all the games are in the packaging. It looks like a book, like a hardbound book. And then if you have all three of them and you stand them up on the bookshelf, they look of a piece of a collection. It's really nice packaging.
Indeed.
So I was planning on drinking a very thematically appropriate beer for this occasion called Western Standard, I think it's called. It says on the bottle Saloon Lager. It's a lager made in the Old West style, aged in High West bourbon barrels. I can't find the bottle that I swore I brought home. I know there's several bottles still at work, but I didn't bring them home with me. I did try it, though, and very complex beer. and at a very low price point. So, Western Standard Saloon Lager. Find it $10.99 maybe $11.99. So instead, I'm drinking a hard seltzer. This is a real masculine drink appropriate for this game. It's a cucumber and juniper hard seltzer. It's called Seek Out, and it's made by Two Town Cider House. I don't know if it's on the market yet. 5% alcohol, but when it does show up in your neighborhood store, it's pretty tasty.
Two Towns. I love Two Towns.
Yeah.
Isn't that based here in Oregon?
It is based in Oregon, and this is their seltzer line that they're coming out with, but it's actually made with apple wine, water, cucumber juice, and juniper, and they have other flavors. There's a pineapple passion fruit, a lime and mint, and a raspberry lemon. They're all very tasty, but this is the cucumber one. So anyway, that is my drink for this evening's festivities.
Well, I got you beat. I'm just drinking plain seltzer. Original, very low sodium, calorie-free seltzer.
There you go.
I was going to drink some whiskey, but I'm actually just drinking some water, some filtered water from the tap.
Nice. I think Will's got us all beat.
All right. How do we play?
So I have run this same game on the same virtual desktop once before with 3 players. It took about an hour and a half, and I expect a very similar outcome. It was successful. I did not win, even though I'm the only one who's read the rule books, and I should have some kind of advantage. It just turned out that I was in the wrong place at the wrong time and ended up losing. So we'll see if I can not repeat that. So you guys, first thing you want to do is zoom out so you can see the entire kind of field of play. We got the 3 character cards at the top. Each of those have 2 safe cards below that. And below there's 3 locations: the Grand Central Hotel, the Bella Union Saloon, and the Gem Theater. If you can see all that, and I guess there's 10 die off to the side on the left hand side. If you can see all that on one screen, you're pretty good.
I can. I can't see the little tokens at the bottom though. If I'm at
That's
100%.
Fine. That's
okay.
Fine. I'm gonna move those up.
Great. These locations very near and dear to my heart.
Like we're in Deadwood.
All right. So now I'm going to remove the cards that are currently in play so we can use them later on. And I'll reshuffle all that so you have that. So in Roll20, on the right side, there's some icons at the top. You're going to want to look at the journal icon. It's the 3rd icon in.
In the where?
Upper right of the
right.
screen.
Yes.
Upper right. Journal.
For me, it's the 2nd icon in. Did you say that? Or
Second. No, I have it on as 3rd, but that's fine.
That's fine. Okay.
You'll have a list of 9 characters to choose from.
Right.
Mm.
I mean, come on. You know who I'm taking, right?
Bullock.
Poker Alice, obviously. No, I'm taking Seth Bullock. Of course.
All right, Matt is going to take Seth.
Who, in the description, is described as being 27, but in the photo looks like he's 47.
Well, life was hard back then.
Yeah, I don't know. It looks like he's way older than 27.
Will, who are you taking?
I'm going to be Mr. Solomon Starr.
Saul. All right. And I'm going to pick...
Chillicothe, Ohio.
I'm going to pick someone fun. I'm going to pick Kitty Leroy, the trick shooter.
Oh.
Kitty. So, So I'll deal some character cards to you guys, but also on that same journal screen, you'll see handouts at the bottom. There's one for rules, including rules specific to 2 and 3 player play, which is what we're doing tonight. And then there is a handout for save cards. Mm-hmm. This is what's available in the safes, and you're going to want to collect gold. I mean, gold is key here. So the biggest item is the gold bar. That's worth 3 gold, and then gold nuggets worth 2, and then gold dust worth 1. There's some badges. Badges will give you an extra turn at the end of the game, so it gives you a little bit of an advantage at the very end. And then there's something called showdown guns, and those you use for the final showdown, assuming that you get to the final showdown, right? Mm-hmm. So those can be good only if you do that. So I have... So I'm giving...
So no one's playing Al, who's 31 in this photograph, but looks like he's 51.
So read off the 9 available players.
We have Al Swearingen, the entrepreneur, Calamity Jane, cowgirl, Kitty Leroy, trick shooter, Molly Johnson, hustler, Poker Alice, gambler, Reverend H.W. Smith, Reverend, Seth Bullock, sheriff, Solomon Starr, mayor, and Wild Bill Hickok, frontiersman. Although I don't think that Saul was the mayor until long after Hickok was dead. Because if I know my history, Seth and Saul arrived in Deadwood like the day of or the day after Hickok was killed, so
I think you're right about that.
He would not be mayor at the same time as Hickok being alive. Reverend H.W. Smith, it doesn't want me to keep opening these cards. It's like it glitched on me. Looked younger than whatever age it quoted him.
All right. So you each have a character card in your hand, right? Now we get to decide placement and who gets to go first. So in order to do that, we're going to roll 1 of the black die. So over on the left, you have the die, and you can leave those sitting there. All you have to do to roll them is to right-click a single black die, go to multi-sided, and then choose random side is the selection you want.
Okay.
So in the chat window, which is that first icon on the right-hand side, it's where all the action's going to happen. Will rolled 1, Matt rolled 2, and I'm going to roll... I rolled 3. So I will be going first, and I will pull my card down and put that in place. I'm going to put myself in the Bella Union Saloon. Matt, if you want to put your card, just drag it onto the screen right in the middle.
Got it. In the middle?
Yep, okay. Right about there.
Yep.
And we'll do the same thing off to the right.
Where's our player card?
Right above your avatar at the bottom of the screen. You can select that and pull it in. Excellent. Move that up. All right, so that's going to be the play order from left to right. And I've added our little tokens in the establishments. So the Bella Union Saloon, there's 2 people. And the Gem Theater, there's only 1 Matt's in that one. The Grand Central Hotel we will not be using for a 2 to 3 player game, right? So even though it's there, just ignore it.
Okay.
So the max capacity for these locations, these establishments, is 2, right? So the saloon is at full capacity. And it's important at the end of the game because you add up all the gold that the establishment has. So if Matt and I are in an establishment, we add up our gold together, and that's versus Will's, or vice versa, or however it is. All right. So there might be some strategy at the end of the game of which establishment you want to be in at any one time. If you know one establishment has more gold than the other. So now I'm going to do the save cards. And I want to shuffle. Shuffle. So to start with, I'm going to pull 3 save cards and put them off to the bottom. These are going to be played throughout the game at specific times throughout the game. So just leave these face down at the bottom here, and we'll bring those in when needed. And then I'm going to deal 2 to each person. So I'll start with myself. Deal 2 to Sheriff Bullock. And deal 2 to Will. All right.
Okay.
All right. You can look at those. You can zoom in on them by clicking on it to kind of read what it says. And what's interesting with this game, you see where it says all players view their 2 safes and then choose one to pass face down to the player to the left. So that's interesting. So once you have one card that you want to give to someone else, drag that onto the screen, and player to my left would be Saul. So Saul, you get, I'm going to put the safe kind of right over your character card. That is your card once you drop one of your safes onto the sheriff. All right.
Okay.
So those, you can pick that back up into your hand. Right-click, take card, and that goes into your hand.
All right.
All right. Now these 2 safes, they go on the board face down in front of you, so you can put them in whatever order, kind of just within your own hand or how you place them, shuffle them around. You can pick them up. You can take them up into your hand at any point, so you can actually know what it is. So you don't have to have super memory with it. And then you put that in front of your character card. So just like that.
So how do I view it if I forget what it is?
You can select it and then take card again, and it puts it back into your hand, and then you got to put it down.
I see.
But put it back down in the same order. It gets important because there's cards where you can look at another player's safe, so you want to know if you know where that safe is. You don't want it to get switched around at some point. All right. So let's see if I got everything. Character cards. Oh, Deadwood cards. That might be important. Deadwood cards. I'm going to shuffle. I'm going to deal 1 to myself, and I'm going to play it. Play it. And so I put it on the board, and I'm going to flip it over. This is going to be our discard pile. So this is next to the D in Deadwood. That'll be our discard pile. So whatever card
there's
you
two
end
D's in Deadwood. Just so you know. So which one?
The rightmost.
Actually, there's 3. There's 3.
The one farthest to the end of the word.
Okay.
All right.
Lot
So
of
just
action
leave
on
that.
side of the board.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay. Over
You see it?
there, with the Winchester
Yeah.
horse. How do I zoom in on that?
I don't think there's a way you can zoom in
Can
on
I say-
that.
Yes, I can. I can take the
you
card.
can take it.
Winchester or horse. Okay. All right. I'm going to put it back then.
And then flip it over.
Yes, sir.
All right. So it's important to discard your cards on the board because I'll end up reshuffling this deck, and I'll just reshuffle whatever cards are on the board as opposed to what's in your hand, right? All right. Now each person gets 4 cards, so I will distribute that. And actually, you guys can pull the cards yourself. So the Deadwood stack that's over on the right, just deal yourself 4 cards, and you have to specify
Draw.
yourself.
Okay. I just say draw 4 cards.
4 cards. So your hand limit's always 4. So once you play a card, you can always, at the end of your turn, draw back up to 4. All right. There's a safe limit. The safe limit's 3. So right now we have 2. And we'll be able to collect 1 more throughout the game. So at the end of the game, we'll each have 3. Right? And that's going to be these 3 at the bottom, right? We're going to go after. So at the end of the game, we'll each have 3. So for hand limit, or for safe limit, if you have, say you picked up a 4th one, you would end up turning that safe to one of the other players, right? Whoever has the least amount of safes, your choice. All right. And am I forgetting anything else? So you can look at your cards in your hand. Each card has a gun at the top. So if you wanted to, you end up doing 2 things. You either duel a person or you rob a safe, right? So for each turn, you would put a card in front of a safe that you want to kind of rob, or you would put a card in front of a person, one of the other persons, to duel, right? What you end up doing is your card, if you use the gun portion of that, would go up against a gun of the other players. I would probably put a card out of his hand to duel or go up against. Whoever wins that safe, right? If it's a duel situation, whoever wins can move the other person to a different establishment. In some cases, you end up switching with that person. Switch establishments with that person. All right. If you don't want to use the gun aspect of it, you can use the item at the bottom, and each item has kind of its own thing. I will say for 2 to 3 player, Stetsons. And Stetsons are the hat?
Yeah.
All right. So Stetsons. Put the rule at we only view 1 safe instead of the usual 2. All right. So that's a unique rule. And then holsters. For holsters, you would play the holster on a safe. Right. So say I have a safe that I want to protect. I put a holster on that safe. It stays there, and whoever tries to rob that safe, that specific safe, I can then use the holster, the gun that's associated with the holster, in addition to a card in my hand to duel against. Right? Is that clear? Maybe.
I'll just disclose that I don't have one, so it's hard for me to imagine what the holster is about.
All right.
But if you play one, please explain it as you do it.
Will do.
Okay.
Will do. All right. And I think that is it. All right. Now I tried to add some role-playing elements to this the last time. That it didn't really work too well. We ended up just playing the game as it's written, right? But the role-playing elements that I added was in the kind of the prologue. So I'll just read the prologue now before we get started.
Okay.
Deadwood, 1876. Large deposits of gold were discovered in the Black Hills of South Dakota in late 1875. Word quickly spread, and the town of Deadwood was born almost overnight in early 1876, settled illegally on Native American land. It soon reached a population of 5,000 miners, gamblers, prostitutes, outlaws, and businessmen. Lawlessness was prevalent as people flocked to the town to find or steal their share of gold. Deadwood quickly became an infamous western town where Old West legends lived and died. The gold found in the area accounted for 10% of the world's gold for the next 125 years. Among the new residents is young Brom Garrett, the eldest son and heir of the New York Garretts, a wealthy, old money family. Brom Garrett left the high society of New York to experience life on the frontier. For him, his reasons for coming to Deadwood was not to get rich quick, like in the case of so many others, but rather for the thrill of adventure. It's a very fashionable thing to do, after all, to collect stories of the frontier and bring back to the socialites in the East. His comfortable livelihood, then, is heavily supplemented by the funds his family sends to him routinely via stagecoach. Every other weekend, a stagecoach arrives with a safe for Mr. Garrett. The contents of the safe are kept secret and vary from coach to coach. Earlier this week, Mr. Garrett had an unfortunate accident of mysterious circumstance and is quite dead. News of his death will travel through the post back to his family in the East, but the mail is notoriously slow. You suspect it will take several weeks before his family learns of his death and stops the delivery of the safes. Until then, however, several stagecoaches, 3 to be precise, will have already been dispatched and en route to Deadwood. A literal golden opportunity has therefore presented itself to the select few informed denizens of Deadwood. So there you go. You know that there's going to be 3 stagecoaches on its way, arriving every 2 weeks, right? So at this point, he has just died. You have 2 weeks until the next stagecoach, which equals 2 rounds. So we each get 2 rounds to rob or duel each other. Then a stagecoach arrives with a new safe. We all get to vie for that safe. We all get to attack that safe and try and heist it. Whoever is victorious gets that safe. Then there'll be 2 more rounds, 2 more weeks until next stagecoach arrives with the new safe. And then 2 weeks again for the third safe, and then 2 weeks again at the end before the final showdown. So there's going to be 8 rounds of play, and then that'll be it. We'll see who's victorious. The final showdown will be between 2 people if it happens. I guess it could be 3. No, it's 2 people if it happens. But I'll read the rules once we get there. In the game I played previously, there was not a final showdown. The guy with all the gold was in establishment all by himself, so he won automatically. Right?
A little anticlimactic.
It was. So we'll see if that happens here or not.
So our characters don't have like specific character abilities, do they?
No,
Okay.
they do not.
It's a little odd that two very stand-up gentlemen like Seth and Saul would be concerning themselves with robbing and dueling.
Well, so I saw it as you were taking the safe away from those who would steal it.
Uh-huh.
Right?
Okay.
Right. So you were taking it and, maybe saving it and to send back to the Garretts, once they learn of his death. Mm-hmm. But you were still trying to collect it.
Okay, justified.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna fight my best friend.
That was a good show.
All right.
Okay.
So I am playing first, and I'm looking at my cards. I'm going to take one of my cards, and I have no idea. I'm going to, right off the bat, drag this over. I'm going to try and rob this safe in front of you,
Ooh.
Mr. Bullock.
Okay.
So now you take a card from your hand and kind of place it opposite mine. And we flip over at the same time. So it's going to be gun to gun, right? And you can tell which guns are more powerful because the dice on the card that relates to the gun has different values. And that would be the die that we end up rolling. All right. So I see your card.
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So we can flip. Flip. Oh, yeah. I think you got it. So I roll an orange die, and you roll a brown die.
Okay, but I don't understand why you would have reached the conclusion that mine is better than yours.
So as you progress up the scale, the black die are the best die. The brown is the next. The red,
I see.
The orange, the yellow. Right. So I'm going to roll. It's still possible that I win because it's
right.
still random.
So I'm assuming that the die values, like the black dies, have like up to 6 or something, whereas the yellow dies may only go up to 3 or something like that, right?
Correct. They're weighted dice. Yep.
Yes, I getcha. So you're gonna roll the orange one.
I rolled
a 2, and then I'm going to roll the brown one.
Brown one. A 1.
So you
win. I win. So I take, and we can discard these cards, just put them off to the side. And I'm going to take this safe, and I'm going to take it into my hand. And I can actually take all of my safes into my hand at this point and kind of reshuffle. Take. All right. So I now... Yes. But I do have to put them back on the board so you guys can then go after them again. Yeah. So let me do that again in that order. All right.
Did you actually randomize them for any purpose?
Or
did you just look at them?
So there is a... I put them back so you don't know, like you specifically knew which card that I picked up, right? So if I just moved it over to the left on the screen, then you would know where that safe is. If I take them up into my hand, I can move them around, kind of sleight of hand, shuffle, and place them back down so you don't know where your card ended up.
I see. You assume I was paying that close attention.
I guess when you're sitting at a table,
yes.
It would be a similar situation. If I just slide the card over and you looked at it, you would know where that card is.
Yes.
All right.
All right, then.
Mr. Bullock,
yes.
Your turn. Oh, and I'm going to draw back up to 4, so I'm going to deal myself 1 card. 1 card to Steve, and you should do the same thing for yourself. Yes. All right, now you can go.
Okay.
Oh, you're going after me.
You went after me.
All right, let me defend myself here, and I guess I will defend with this one.
And then we
All right.
flip.
We flip. Flip. Ooh, again, you pulling out the big guns.
Ha!
All right.
All right, I'm gonna roll here.
Oh,
3.
Three.
Ooh, what happens?
we do it again. Roll the same thing.
Okay.
4. I don't think I can beat you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you take that one. So discard our cards.
Discards our card. All right then.
Yeah.
I'll take this.
You take that one.
How do I take card? Take card.
Yeah. Take. Yep.
Got it.
And you can take your other safe into your hand, so you can kind of mix them around.
Okay. Take the other one in.
So much violence.
it's just horribly violent.
We're just robbing each other at this point. Like we I don't know. I guess there's just safes lying around in town that you can go and try and just steal, pick up, and bring back to your place. And basically, Kitty stole from you, so you want your property back. So, I mean, you went back and took the safe that you thought was yours back. May or may not have been the case.
Mm-hmm. All right.
All right. Saul, your turn.
My turn. I am going to play this card.
On a safe or a person?
What is it? It's neither one. It's on the deck.
Yeah, I see it. You got to choose which.
Oh,
want
can I
to put
play
it
it on me then?
No, you can't play it on yourself.
Oh, silly Will.
I know the card is okay. I'll play it on a person then. I don't know.
Can
You're using
flip it?
the item and not the gun.
That's what it
Is that
Yeah.
what you're doing? Okay.
Yeah.
Then you just flip it.
Okay.
You don't need to put it on a person.
Let's see it. What's he doing? Duster.
Okay, Duster. You collect 4
Draw
cards.
4 cards. Then discard back to the limit.
That is a good play, sir. And that's a good play to do early in the game, so I approve of that.
Teacher's pet.
Though you did get rid of a messenger. That's the most powerful gun. Maybe I would not have played that one specifically.
So maybe.
So is the Duster? Is there a chance that that's not paired with the messenger?
Correct. Correct.
Okay.
I think each gun has a messenger, or each gun has a Duster, a Stetson, and a holster, and maybe even some horses. There's some horses in there somewhere. Yep. He's slowly doing it. I see he's doing it.
Yeah. Let's see.
Oh, another messenger.
Oh wait, I didn't mean to do that.
I'll pick that back up. Take that back in.
It was okay, that one.
So right now, Kitty and Saul is in the Bella Union Saloon, right? So if we like that pairing, Will, maybe we can team up against the sheriff and collect all the gold for ourselves and keep it in the Bella Union Saloon and kind of starve him out.
Yeah.
And then we win the game and go on to the final showdown. Oh, well. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Maybe. Okay.
All right. That's the end of round 1. Into round 2. I have no idea what I actually don't know what safe you stole from me. Maybe I should take a look. Actually, at this point in the game, it's still early. I'm not too concerned.
Yeah.
Let's. All right. After all the great things I just said, Saul, I'm stealing from you.
Yeah.
You vixen.
So place a card to rival my card over this safe that I have. Yep. Flip. Whoop. Oh.
Uh-huh.
Ooh. Both roll a brown die. One brown die. Oh, I rolled a 1.
Oh.
Oh.
We'll roll the 1.
Oh, yes. All right, reroll.
No. I wanna do it
Yes.
I rolled a 2.
2, 3. Victory is mine. Discard, and I will take this card into my hand. I will also take my other safes into my hand so I can look at all of them all at once. Let's see. What do I have? I think I got crap from Will over here. Thanks, Will, for nothing. Wow. Man, that's a lot of crap. Okay. Put them back on the board. And I will collect one more card for myself. So I have a... Okay. I'm at a full... It is now Seth's turn.
Okay. All right. First of all, I want to point out that in the episode New Money that we covered on the podcast, there was a Reader's Theater 2-parter about and I will read my description from the podcast episode. John tells us about the tragic demise of Miss Kitty Leroy in the opening chapter of a Reader's Theater 2-parter.
Oh, man. I didn't even know she was mentioned.
Oh, yeah. Special 2-parter Reader's Theater about your character there.
All right. Yeah, so there's backstory on this character, so provided by the game. Kitty led a fast-paced and wild life, moving all around the West until she settled in Deadwood in 1876. Along the way, Kitty worked as a dancer, trick shooter, faro card dealer, and eventually owned her own brothel after working for Molly Johnson. By the age of 27, Kitty had married 5 times, allegedly shooting and killing her 3rd husband. Karma caught up with her when her 5th husband murdered her in 1877 after growing jealous of her many affairs.
Yes.
So she died a year after Deadwood Boomtown at the age of 27.
That's very sad.
It is. And 5 husbands. Man.
Damn, girl. Get some.
One which she killed herself. I like it.
I like her. She's a hero. All right. Those safes down the bottom, can I rob those?
Not yet.
Not
so
yet.
those are coming on Stagecoach.
Okay.
So they're setting off to a side.
Let me look at what I got here. I can view my whole turn. If I played a Stetson, would be viewing a safe card, right?
Yes.
Why would I do that?
So you know which one to then go after next round. If
it's still there.
If it's still there.
That's a pretty big
if Saul has one safe and you look at it and he still has one safe next turn, then you know that's a pretty safe bet.
No pun intended. The holster does what?
You place that card on a safe, usually your own safe. So if you have a safe that you want to protect vigorously, you would put that card on your own safe. And then if someone tries to steal that safe, rob that safe, you can use that holster's gun that's on that same card, plus a card in your hand. So you have 2 guns. You're 2-packing it.
It says give the gun above to any other player before a robbery or duel.
Is that the holster?
Yeah.
There's the special rule for 2 to 3 players. You got to look at rules.
Oh.
You got to read.
Are you implying that I'm illiterate?
No, no one wants to read on a podcast or during a game.
Okay.
But
I'll play this card.
all right. Are you gonna do with that? You gonna look at one safe?
I'm gonna look at one safe. I'm gonna look at your safe.
Which
This
one
one.
you look?
This
That
one.
one?
That one.
Oh, that one. Oh, it's good. That one's a good one. Don't try and steal that one away from me.
Well, do I get to see it? And how does Will not see it?
So take it up in your hand. You can take it up. Just put it back down.
Okay.
Once you look at it.
How do I know?
I'm just
there
gonna
it is.
go on your stream and see
You
it.
son of a bitch! You better not. I don't know if this is a good card or not. How would I even know?
And then put back in the same place so you know where to rob me next time.
Okay, that was my whole turn. Whoop-de-doo.
That was your whole turn.
Now I gotta make a mental note of what it was, otherwise I'll forget.
Write it down.
Yeah, I'm going to.
You can tell Will what it is, and he can remind you later. Make sure you draw up to 4 cards.
All right. Thank you for the reminder.
Mhm.
Draw card.
All right, Will, your turn.
It's my turn.
Oh,
Since Kitty robbed me, I'm gonna rob her.
But we're in the same establishment. I mean, we're going to win the game no matter who has it.
I want my
I don't know what
safe
that
back.
means. We're in the same establishment.
So we're both both Will and I are in the Bella Union.
Yes.
Right. So currently,
Right.
at the end of the game, we add up the gold that's in each establishment.
Huh.
So between Will and I, we add our gold together versus your goal or
Right.
your goal.
And then one of you
Right.
fights for it. You fight.
And
You
whoever-
both fight for it.
Whichever establishment has the most gold wins enough to get to the final showdown, I guess.
Okay, so I guess I don't know when we get to the end point.
So after 8 rounds, so we're still on round 2.
How do I know that?
We've gone around now.
We should keep track somehow.
I'm keeping track. Because we
I gotta know too.
so there's a stagecoach after every 2 rounds.
There
so
is stagecoach.
there's a stagecoach where I introduce those 3 safes at the bottom. I pull one of the safes up, and then we can go for it.
I
So,
see. Okay.
Right after Will plays this turn, then we'll get a stagecoach arriving with a safe.
That sounds fine.
All right, Will, what are you doing? You're robbing my
I'm
safe?
robbing Kitty.
All right. I have no idea what.
You've seen one of my guns, but you don't know if I'm playing that or not.
Yeah, I'm getting rid of that one. All right. All right, flip.
Flip.
Flip. All right. Ooh. Messenger comes out. Is that the messenger? Yeah. Is that.
It's a Winchester.
Okay.
Sam or Dean?
Dean. Okay.
I rolled a. What'd I roll? Looks like
Blank.
I rolled a blank. 0.
Oh,
I can't
no.
beat that. Okay.
You did, but barely.
Okay.
All right. Discard. You can take that safe. It was trash anyway. Have your trash.
It's in the safe, Will.
It's trash.
I was hoping you'd tell me. I was hoping you'd slip.
I'm going to draw back up the 4 for myself. Will do the same. All right. Hey, Stagecoach arrives. And it has a safe that is slated for Brom Garrett. Mr. Brom Garrett, come collect your safe. Brom Garrett. So at this point, we all rob this. Yeah, we all
me.
rob.
I'm too late. I took it. You guys are too slow. It's mine now.
I'm
doing?
going for it. So you throw a card down to go after this one safe.
Let me see. Okay.
All right. Flip. Big money, big money, big. No whammies, no whammies. Roll. I rolled a 2. Yay. 2. Oh, Seth flipped it. All right. Take it. You could take up the other cards in your hand.
Ooh. I don't know. Then do I draw up to 1?
Yes, we all
Okay.
draw back 1.
And then I put the safe. Well, actually, I should take all of them, right?
Yes.
And put them back down.
I guess you can virtually move them around. Kind of trick us. Slide a hand on the virtual platform. 3-card Monty. Is that what it's called?
Yeah. So I can only shuffle them, though, if I actually get a safe, right? I can't just... If someone, say, used the Stetson, looked at my safes, I can't just move them around. I have to wait for another safe to put them back.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. And then once at a certain point towards the end, after the 8th round, right, you can't move them around anymore.
Okay.
Okay. So this is the 3rd round, the 3rd week.
Ding.
And I'm going to play. I want whatever you just picked up. I'm
But you don't know what I just picked up.
No. I hear my 3-year-old calling my name at the point.
Should you attend to your 3-year-old? No.
Nope.
Daddy.
He's very insistent. He's very insistent.
Daddy.
Can you hear him?
Daddy.
All right. I'm just gonna go for it. I'm gonna go.
I thought you were saying go for it as in go for your son who needs you.
Absolutely not. All right, I'm going after you, Mr. Bullock. This safe, I have no idea if that's the right safe or not.
Uh-huh. Okay.
He is incessant.
All right. Flipping over.
Flip.
Daddy, please. Daddy.
All right, I'm gonna roll. Can you hear that? I don't want to be a bad. Oh, jeez.
You
All right.
sound like a bad parent right now. You
All
should
right,
probably
so let me
go check on your child.
Let me roll. All right, that's a 4. Quick roll. All right, I'm taking it.
I figured I would lose that one, so I threw away a dumb card.
Take and discard. And I'll take those. And
Oh, he's not crying for you anymore, so I guess you can stay.
take that one back.
You waited him out. You beat him.
Well, the wife is supposed to be doing that, but
Nice.
that's all right. All right. All right, Seth. Your turn.
So my
Going
Stetson
after
was
me?
worthless because you moved your stuff around.
Yes, that's true.
So
That was a wasted round for you.
yes, it was. Thank you for saying so.
You know, 1 of 3 chance. 1 in 3 chance of what my card is.
Uh-huh. So, I mean, what is this? How do I get to the saloon? What happens?
So saloon, you would duel a person. So you would put a gun on top of either me or Saul, and if you won the duel, then you would switch places with us. So you would then go to the saloon, and I would then go to the Gem Theater. I think there's also a horse, but that wouldn't apply because I think you can only use the horse to go to an establishment that has a vacancy, and the saloon has full vacancy, full capacity.
Why are you waving your card over my head?
He's gonna duel you.
Because I'm getting ready to shoot you right in the face.
Why are you trying to shoot me? I'm your friend. I'm your best buddy.
All right, keep playing. I will go check on my kids, so I'm not a bad father. Keep playing.
Okay, let's duel. Find a gun. Get out that piss boot gun. Ready?
Okay.
Flip. Okay. And roll. Ugh. 2. Oof.
Damn it.
Once again.
Did I move? Oops.
Oh.
I'm gonna roll this one. Whoa.
Damn, son. Alright, so I'm guessing you blew my face off.
Yes. That's what you get.
I now have half a face. So I draw 1 card, and that's my turn.
What did I just draw? Just for that, I'm gonna take your safe.
Which one? You put it right in the
This
middle
one.
between the two. Okay. Just bullets flying everywhere.
I know. Defend yourself. Oh, you already flipped.
I already flipped. Ah.
All right.
1. Ooh.
Yeah.
I am back. What happened? What I missed?
He blew my face off.
Oh, did he? So no change. All right.
Aha!
Oh.
I defeated him. He does not get my safe.
All right. No change. A lot of no play, no action going on.
I noticed that.
All right. My turn.
My
I still want-
friends are on Xbox Live right now playing Red Dead Redemption 2, so I bet it's a little more lively in terms of shooting and safe robbing right now.
I
was going to say, they're doing the real thing, but they're not either doing anything real. Slightly more
look at
real.
my safes. What do I have for a safe? Put that one back. Put that one back. Let me look at this one. Take that one. That's decent. I think that's decent. Let me take that one. Look at that one. Put that one back. All right, looks like this. I'm going to play a holster on. Flip that. So the holster on my middle safe. And I'll leave it at that. That's my play. One to myself.
So the holster means if I try to rob that safe, I have to contend with 2 guns?
Correct.
But how does that work?
So I would roll 2 die. I would roll is that a pepper box? Whatever that is.
The pepper box. Yes.
That's a pepper box. So I'd roll a yellow die plus whatever other gun I pull out of my hand.
And then add the values?
Yes.
And what happens if there's a tie?
We re-roll again. I would re-roll 2 die.
With both?
Yep. Yep.
Okay. Yep. And then let's say you defend. Does the pepper box stay on there, or
no?
It's immediately discarded.
Yeah, it's a one-time use kind of thing.
I see. Okay.
If you have showdown guns in one of your safes, that acts in a similar fashion. So during the showdown, you would get to use that gun for all your rolls. So that the showdown gun stays in play during the final showdown, but only for the showdown.
Hmm.
And for all those listening, I have the 3-year-old in my lap right now. He's watching me play the game. I've taken custody.
The game store I went to last night has a $5 limit if you want to charge something. I only wanted a bottle of water, so I bought these little gold bars just to have be up to $5. These little fake gold game pieces. So that's what I'm playing with right now.
I thought you were gonna say something totally different. That the game, the place you went had like a child care or daycare or something.
No.
For dads to bring their kids while they game.
Just playing with
like that.
fake gold bars.
Okay.
Seemed appropriate for this
Go
game.
press Latinum.
Yeah, go press Latinum.
Gotta get that Go press Latinum. Go press Latinum.
All right, Matt, your turn.
All right, what do I want to do? There's
You want to go after the safe that I have the holster on? Huh?
Yeah.
Maybe it's maybe I put it bait. It's a bait safe.
Sure, let's do that.
Go after it. Go after it. Sure. Go after it.
Let's do it.
All right. Ready? Flip.
Flip.
Flip. Ooh.
So I'm assuming that you're gonna lose both your messenger and your pepper box in this waste of a move. Of course,
so
there could be nothing in that safe. Kind of like when I would play Stratego with my dad, and I would put all these bombs around like nothing, and he's like, "I'm gonna get your flag." It's like,
that's right.
The flag's not there.
So is that yellow? It's a yellow.
It's a yellow.
Die. Yeah. All right. So
And I got a blank.
You got a nothing?
Can you beat the blank?
Yeah. Let's see. Yes, I can.
All right.
Yes. Oh, not by much. Not by much. All right. I defended my safe, and now I discard
Goodbye,
and
goodbye, pepper
draw back
box.
up the 1. All right.
Did you ever watch New Girl?
Mm.
No? Okay.
No.
Well, then I'll keep that private joke to myself then.
Draw back up
Yes,
to
yes,
1
yes.
for the. Yep. All right, Will, your turn. After this, a stagecoach is arriving, I believe.
Ooh. A herald from the world beyond.
I'm going to do this again. Draw 4. If I can. There. Hello. I'm going to. Whoa. I need all of these. I don't need that one. I don't need. Oh, did I do the wrong card again? No, no. Need that one.
So, Matt, do you have an idea of where all the gold is? Because
I have no clue.
I'm itching for some gold here. So
I feel like there isn't any, and this whole game is like a joke on me.
I wonder what happens at the end if no one has any gold. Is that even possible? Out of 9 cards, can it be that no one has any gold?
Yeah, I think what happens is I kick you out of the Facebook group.
I am finished.
All right. Stagecoach arrives with the second safe that we all can vie for.
Oh, I got rid of. I didn't get that.
I'm throwing down a card. All right. Flip. I get to roll a black.
Yes, you do.
Roll.
Oh, who's gonna beat that? No one.
No one.
Yeah.
No one. All right, discard. I take up that card into my hand. I now
what
have
happens?
four. I have 4 safes, so I give a safe to someone else.
Ooh.
I get to choose.
Me, please. Me.
Get to choose. I give. Well, whatever I give you, it's gonna be crap, right? So
That's true.
don't
It's
worry
gonna be a
about it.
rat. For some reason, I saw that there was a rat in the safe.
He's counting my cards. Don't tell him what it is.
What is it? Tell me.
All right, I'm giving this to. I'm giving it to Seth.
Okay. Do I get to pick them up to look at them now?
Yes, you do. Since you've acquired. Don't worry, Will. It wasn't gold, so our block of gold is still good. And I'm drawing back up the 4
Ah, shoot.
on myself.
Trying to look at these independently and having a tough time. There we go.
All right. What do I want to do? Oop, don't want to do that. I'm gonna keep that. All right. Will, I'm going after you.
I have nothing. I have the least of any of us.
Well, maybe I don't want you in my establishment. Maybe that's a thing. No, I'll go after a safe. I want to see what all your safes are. Maybe I'll just give it right back to you, even if I win it.
Seems cocky. That seems. I'm gonna rob you and then give it back. That I don't like that.
Kitty is she is, I tell you, she goes through men like she goes through safes, kind of thing. All right, flip. I'm rolling. What am I rolling? I'm rolling a yellow. Ooh. All right, Will, you get that trash. Get to keep that.
It's mine.
Draw it back up. It's a 4. All right, Seth. Get some good stuff.
Soap with a prize inside. Okay. I need to look at this safe again. Okay. All right. Here, put that back. Right.
Oh, going after me?
Yes.
Oh, me personally?
Yes.
Ooh, really? Well, we know Will doesn't have anything. Maybe I want to lose this one. maybe I'm okay with that. All right. I'll at least give it an attempt here. Ready? Flip.
Thanks for humoring me.
2. Can you beat a 2? Nope. Reroll. 2 still. 3. Oh. So we're trading spaces. I go to the Gem Theater. You go.
And I can't move myself, apparently.
I'll move you for you.
Whee!
All right.
Nice.
I see you're all teaming up against me. Just like my 5th husband. Draw back up the 4.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna isolate that audio.
All right, Will. No, is it? Yeah, Will's turn.
Oh, okay. I'm going to go after this safe here.
Everyone wants my safe. Jeez.
Now this one.
I want to see what that safe is. I'm going to take that. I'm going to look at it. I'm going to laugh maniacally and put it back on the board. And then I'm going to defend it with this gun right here. Ready, flip.
What if I decide this safe? Yeah.
What gun is that? Oh, all right. So you roll a red, I roll a yellow.
Must not be a good card.
0 for me. 2. You get the safe.
There's a rat inside.
You draw up to 1.
A dead rat.
And you can take, yeah, there you go. Take them all.
I don't know why that one was like that. Okay.
Ooh.
We're out of cards.
Okay. So what I'm going to recall all the cards on the table. This is really important because last time I messed it up. So just on the table. Okay, good. All right.
Clang, 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 clang.
He's playing with a screw and a light bulb.
Or he's in a jail cell and he's just moving a tin cup along the bars.
This may not be the safest room for a 3-year-old. It's kind of like my my hardware store / oh my goodness.
Dungeon.
Well, now he's got another light bulb. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Come here.
He puts it in his mouth and it lights up like he's Uncle Fester from the Addams
There you
Family.
go. There you go. All right. What do I have? I
need a card. Need a card.
All right. I'm going to play a duster. So that'll be in the discard over on the discard pile. I'm going to draw 4 more to myself. Ugh. And get rid of all the crap. Let's see. Where's my Yeah. Don't want that one. Flip. Don't want that one. Flip. Let me set. I gotta get rid of one more. Ooh. Well, I guess I'll get rid of this one. That's right there. Flip. All right. That's the end of my turn.
Okay. I want to see that safe.
Oh, you want to go for it? I can't stop you.
Pretend you didn't see that, Will.
You're supposed to
Yeah.
pick it up in your hand.
I know. You didn't see it, though, so you don't know what it is.
I actually wasn't looking at the screen,
There you go,
so I didn't see anything.
Is there a rewind feature on the live stream? Can you go back 5 seconds?
Better not
5 second
look.
delay. Quick. All right, Will.
Am I telling? This there.
Oh, I got to draw a card.
Yep. There's a stagecoach after this.
Ooh, stagecoach.
I know. We're always waiting for Will. Will, you're the last person before the stagecoach. Hurry up. We know the board's
You're gonna
crap.
miss it. It's coming into town.
So what does this card do?
You defend that safe with
nothing. It's a.
it's a pepper box.
It doesn't do anything because it's a 0 value. So you might get a 1. You hope for
Might
a
get-
1.
Yeah, one.
That's kind of shitty.
That's one more than what you would have had.
Possibly, maybe. Whoa! Knocked over all the light bulbs.
Okay.
It's pitch black in his house. He's taking out all the lights, just like Jodie Foster in Panic Room when she knocked all the cameras off the wall.
I tell you, throw a 3-year-old into a room and just listen to the audio.
Maybe he'll be a Foley artist when he grows up.
Okay. Will placed a pepper box. All right. Stagecoach arrives with the last safe.
Ooh.
Last chance for gold, people. Last chance for gold. Yeah. Oh,
Give me that gold.
yeah. Seriously. No, it's great quality. Okay. Flip. I'm rolling. I really want this. I'm rolling my black die. 3.
3. 3.
Wow.
Whoa.
That's crazy.
Big money, big money.
No.
Ah, it's mine. All mine. Let me see what it is. It's crap.
It's a rat. It's a dead rat.
Well, guys, I'll tell you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's a card.
Okay.
It's a card.
So after this, is there? What do we do now? We've no more stagecoaches.
There's 2 more rounds, so 2 more weeks of trying to steal each other's stuff or move to different establishments. That's also kind of important this last few rounds because you want to be in the establishment with the most gold. That's really, you either want all the gold or you want to at least be in the establishment with all the gold.
But I can't. How do I just move to the gem theater?
You would have to duel me.
But then
And
don't
win.
you? Then don't you go to the saloon?
Yeah, I would go to the saloon. You could also use a horse if you have a horse card and just move into the gem theater because there's an open vacancy, right?
Oh, right.
Right.
I would have to do that in order to go anywhere where there's gold. Let's say you had the gold.
Yeah.
I have to use the
Let's say
horse.
that.
Okay. Well,
All right. We'll draw back up the one or one more to a full hand.
All right.
And then, it's my turn.
it is your turn.
Ooh, what do I want to do? I gotta get this kid out of here. He's playing with nails now.
Uh-oh.
Just straight up nails. But he is fascinated with the light bulbs. I've got the regular light bulbs and the kind of like life-saving.
Uh-huh.
Life-saving, the right word?
Which one does he like? The traditional kind? Or the environmentally friendly kind?
He does not have a preference. It does not look like he has a preference. So he's just. All right. I don't know if I want to move anyone around. Does anyone want to be my friend? Who has a better chance against? Maybe that's what I'm thinking about. No.
How would you? Oh, so you're gonna duel somebody to move them?
Yeah, like I would move into their spot.
Right.
So I would duel the person that I feel more threatened by. Because I want to end up in a space where I'm... Oh, let me hold on.
The song goes in a loop-de-loop. It starts at the beginning, then it goes to the end, and the song goes in a loop-de-loop.
Okay.
Here, we'll just play some theme music.
While you have that ready.
Is this like the Price is Right music?
It's a theme song to Deadwood.
Yeah, I know, but
you?
just like...
Oh, no, we already did the elevator music bit.
The elevator music.
Yeah, we already did that bit.
All right.
Always doing bits.
All right.
Make up your mind, kitty. You're not getting any younger.
Yeah, I know. I wasted enough time here. I want to go after the safe that Saul has a gun on. Yeah.
Are you going to go after this one?
So you got a gun on it.
Pick a gun.
I'm curious to know what you got.
Okay.
Whoop. What am I rolling? I'm rolling was that an orange? I'm rolling an orange. You're rolling a red and a yellow. You can roll them one at a time. Oh, you already got me beat.
Yeah.
All right, discard. Draw back up. Okay. Discard that. Was it pepper box as well? Yep.
Hey, went back. Okay.
All right, Seth Bullock. Ooh, he's going after. Oh, now that the gun's off of it. Nice.
Oh, I see.
Nice. That's smart. All right, defend it, Saul.
Okay.
Ooh. That's a weak defend. Maybe he doesn't want it.
No.
Was that 1 and 1?
No.
Oh.
I don't even remember what it is right now.
Well, don't worry. Seth Bullock has to give you back a safe. Out of his 4 safes, he gives you 1. So you might end up with the exact same safe you just had. I gave the kid back to my wife. And he had a full diaper.
Yes.
Okay. It's my turn.
Sure is.
We got one more round after this where we can either duel or rob.
I'm sad that no one's gone to the Grand Central Hotel to visit Richardson.
I want that safe.
Do you?
I do.
You even remember what's in that safe? Nope.
I do because I just put them down.
Mm.
So. Ready?
Yes. Okay.
All right.
Blank.
Oh.
Ah.
They both rolled blank, folks.
2. Ha-ha.
Ah. Curses.
So listening to this podcast will be
Awful.
kind of ooh, ha. And then the random sounds that the 3-year-old's doing. So, all right, I want to.
What I should be doing is editing the podcast I actually recorded like 2 months ago.
Well, I'll tell you what. I want to. All right, I'll go after smack in the middle. Mm-hmm.
For me.
For you. Will's got crap. I'm not interested in any of this.
What? How do you know I have crap? I make gold appear out of nowhere. So.
All right, random roll. Oh, 1. 1. Roll again. 3. 2. Ah, victory. I will take that into my hand and look at it, and well, very nice. Very nice indeed. I will take all of them back into my hand so I can...
Give me one. Give me something good.
I guess so. I don't want to give you that one, obviously. Yeah, I think that's a fair trade.
Is it
There you
a
go.
rat? Is it a rat?
Got it? There you go. And I'm going to put these back. So that one, and that one. Now we'll draw up to 4. 1 card to me. And that's all I get to do for the regular gameplay.
Okay.
That's a wrap.
So it's my turn now.
Yes.
Yes.
Your last roll. What do you want to do? This is make or break time. This is where I messed up previously on my previous game. Are you taking that one? Ooh, which one was that? Let me look at that card. Oh. How do I want to defend that? I want to defend it with... Right. Yep. Flip. I wanted
It's gotta
to
be
defend.
Will. This has got to be good. You should go after this. Whatever I'm going after here.
3. Beat a 3. No.
Did not.
All right, Will. Come at me, bro.
I have a feeling. I don't know. I might get lucky, but probably not. I have a feeling I want to hang on to my.
All right, that's all I can do. Flip. You might get lucky with a pepper box.
The pepper box.
Yeah,
You
I didn't
might-
know what you were playing.
You might get lucky.
Obviously, it's a good card because he's defending it with all his best cards.
2.
Or is that what he wants us to think?
Ah. Oh, sorry. I'm not taking that one. Discard. And that's everything, right? That's the end. I'm going to draw up to 4.
I have a theory that he was putting his best cards in order from worst to best, from left to right. And I have that theory because that's what I was doing for most of the game.
Will, are you trying to see if there's any die on this this one?
Yeah. Pretty sure I've gotten one before.
Anything?
No. Okay, there's one.
There's one. Okay. All right, so now we turn over the...
That was
funny. Oh, hold on. Let me read this first. Let me make sure I get this right.
There might be a 2 on that as well. Because if I open up a card, it shows 2 dots on the yellow.
Keep rolling, Will. Keep rolling.
Here, I'll help.
After the last player's final turn, players must reveal badges one at a time and take an extra turn if their badge is revealed. All right, so does anyone have the tin badge? So you can actually pull up all your cards, all your safe cards into your hand.
Do we... Yes, but do they need to go back in a certain order?
No. I think we're done with that. So, you're right. You're right. It does need to go back. That's all right. Does anyone have a tin badge?
I do.
All right. So you get an extra turn. So I'll throw these back onto the board. All right, tin badge. Your turn, sir.
And you saw that their yellow does have a 2. That's a possibility.
Oh, there you go.
So I guess the cards actually tell you the outcomes, possible outcomes.
The best possible outcome?
Yeah, if you look at the die icons on the card, it seems to indicate that.
Will, you going after the same one?
Yeah.
Oh, you bastard. Oh. All right. Will. Flip.
It's going to be a rat.
Ooh. All right. This might be it. Oh!
That's a good roll.
It's a good roll.
You're not going to beat that, Will. Oh, not with your luck.
All right.
Not with your luck.
So, Will, that tin badge, the safe, you can flip that over. I mean, that's out of play now. Next badge is Iron Badge. Does anyone have Iron Badge?
Iron Badge?
Iron Badge. I'm going to say no to Iron Badge. Does anyone have Iron Badge?
Last call for Iron Badge.
Nope. Okay, we're moving on. Does anyone have Copper Badge?
Yes, sir, I do.
I think I used to have a copper badge, but somebody took it from me.
I did. And you tried to take it back, and you didn't get it. So then I get to play. Right?
Yep.
Cool.
You get an extra turn. Oh, jeez. I'm running out of good cards. Oh.
Can I play a card?
All right, flip.
Can I give him a holster?
Oh. Right. At this point, I don't think you can. I think we're done.
Okay.
Oh, that's not good. You're going to get a 4.
I'm going to roll. Did you roll already?
Yeah, it's like a 3.
You got a 3?
Yeah.
I'm going to roll random. Oh, it is yours.
Yeah. All right, then.
It is yours. Take it and let me cry. All right. Let's see. Does anyone have a silver badge? Silver badge.
Silver badge?
Silver
we got a silver badge here?
Silver wands. I'm going to flip. I have a silver badge.
Oh.
So
Do I have to put this safe back on the board?
Yes, you do.
What happens to the copper badge?
Copper badge is out of play, so you can kind of move that off to the side. So I'll select from those three saves. So 1 in 3 chance, guys. 1 in 3 chance. This is awful. I'm going to lose again. All right, 1 in 3 chance. I'm going
I have to
to.
draw. Hold on.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
I get to draw as well. Let me before I do this. No help. All right. I'm throwing down my best gun on. Oh, which order did you use to do that in? What you told us? Left to right?
Oh yeah, left to right
best?
is worst to best. Yes, that's right. I did tell you that.
Okay, we're going to test that theory.
I said that's the way I was playing.
Defend, sir. What was that? I get a brown. Brown. A 1. A 1. Try it again. Random. 2. Ah, it's mine.
I realize I should be using the choose side option.
Yeah, right. I wouldn't know.
Saying I prefer the 2. What happens if I do that? Does it say that? I guess it doesn't really.
I don't think it says that.
It doesn't really let me pick it.
All right, guys. Let me take this one. I guess it doesn't really matter. I'll just throw that.
That was a decent card you got. It wasn't the one you wanted.
Not the one I wanted. Not that it matters, but I will draw up my card.
Have all the badges been...
There's also a gold badge. Does anyone have a gold badge?
Gold is last?
Gold? Well, it's the best... I guess it's the... You get the last turn of the game, so...
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay, all right. So now all players reveal all remaining safes. So all the badges can kind of go away. And then reveal all the remaining safes. Flip. Flip. And then we add up the combined gold. So I am in the gem theater. I have 2 guns. I have no gold. I am out of the game. Wah, wah, wah. No. The Bella Union Saloon.
Treat yourself to a blowjob and a tug.
It's just that one gold nugget, right? The one, is it gold dust?
Gold dust.
Gold dust. We are fighting over gold dust,
this
guys.
Is pathetic.
It is pathetic.
We are what's wrong with America.
All right, guys. So I am out. You guys go to the final showdown because you were both in the Bella Union.
And I knew it ended like this. I knew it would end like this.
So this is exciting. Let's see.
My brother.
I've never liked you, Will.
Oh, fuck you. No.
So what do we do?
You are fighting to the death.
How?
Right.
Though.
This is the
Seth
best
against Saul.
Yeah, this is best out of 3. Right. So you're trying to kill each other twice over. All right. So. Just like a duel, you play a card. You each play 1 card, right? If you have guns, it looks like Seth's the only one with a gun. He has that Colt.
Hey, she's got 2 pepper boxes.
Oh, you have 2 pepper. Oh, you get to use both of those.
Yeah, pepper boxes.
Well, you'll have. How are you shooting 3 guns? Is what I'd like to know. How are you shooting 3 guns?
I've got a 3rd arm.
You've got one in between your legs, and you're just squeezing it with your legs.
Desperado style, yeah.
Just don't shoot your cock off.
Okay.
Okay, so we
pull
play...
a card out of your hand, yeah.
Play guns.
Yeah.
Now, does his pepper boxes, do they persist through the entire
They
game?
persist, yes.
Like Elizabeth Warren, they persist. And so the Colt is worth what?
The Colt's a red. You can see
a
the
red. I see it. It's above
red.
there. So
Yeah.
I roll a red and then whatever this is, and then he rolls whatever this is in the 2 pepper boxes.
Correct.
Okay. So we flip these over
Flip.
then?
Yep. Ooh,
2
same.
Winchesters. Okay,
Chester.
so Will, why don't you roll yours first?
Okay.
It's exciting, folks. I'm going to do a play-by-play. It's a 2 plus
Probably 0.
0. You're right. Plus a 1. So 3 total. Ooh. It's going to be hard to beat. Hard to beat. Oh, it's a 1. Wah, wah, wah. All right, so
Wait,
Seth...
I'm not done.
Oh, yeah, you get to
I
roll a red.
I get to roll my Colt.
Oh, will it do it?
Damn
No.
it!
Oh.
3 to 1.
Seth, you flip over your character card.
Uh-oh. I'm all dim and sad and dim.
You sure are. All right, round 2. Discard those cards, guys. All right, another card.
All my cards are shit after this point.
Flip. All right.
Oh my
Ooh,
god.
I
Wow.
bet you should have saved that one.
Wow. He's been saving that one. All right, let's see. Play by play.
Okay. Black.
This might be. Oh, it's a 3 plus 0 plus 1. 4. Oh, that's going to be hard to beat.
That's going to be really hard to beat.
That's going to be hard to beat.
Blank.
Blake.
And
This is it, guys.
1.
Oh,
Oh.
Wah, wah.
Oh, I lost.
So Soul Star wins.
You shot.
Bum, bum, bum.
In the rule book, the last player alive keeps all the gold and wins the game and lets out a hearty yeehaw. Will?
Yeehaw! And I got a gold nugget.
Gold
Thank
dust.
Gold,
Gold
dust.
dust, yes.
Give that back.
And that
Right.
concludes the game. Deadwood 1876. Guys, that is exciting.
What a showdown. What a turn of events.
Fighting over this with a corpse.
So
now-
I stole the gold dust from Kitty Leroy after quite a number of attempts to get that
Yes.
gold dust.
Yes.
And then Will shot me for it.
Now, Will, what they don't tell you is a gang of Pinkertons show up in town the very next day, looking for the Garrett, safes, all the safes. And Kitty, who's left alive, she's going to be pointing the finger at you. And
So I'm the real loser because I had the gold and then I end up dead.
that's right.
Let's do it, Kitty. You're not ratting on me.
Kitty ends up dead next year anyway,
Yes.
so I
Killed
think
by
everyone
her-
loses.
Killed by her 5th husband.
Fifth husband.
Man, and she
Married a
wanted
few
number
months
6,
before.
but she wanted to crack 6, half a dozen before her 30th birthday, and she just didn't make it.
I might have gone for Saul Star now that I know that he's a wealthy man with gold dust.
He's also the
I might-
mayor of a town, so it's
He's
pretty.
there.
He probably
nice.
has more than just a handful of gold dust.
Well, E.B. Farnham was mayor of the town as well. What do you have?
True.
Richardson and some antlers.
Richardson is the best prize of all.
He had Aunt Lou for. Does he get to claim Aunt Lou? Or is that,
No, that's inappropriate.
I don't think anybody can claim Aunt Lou.
Can we? Let's not joke about that.
Oh man. Well, guys, I appreciate you coming out on a Friday night to record this and play this game. This was fun. It turned out better than last game, right? Because last game that I played, we didn't even make it to the final showdown. That's what ended up happening with that one.
That's
was-
too bad. I'm shocked there was no more gold. And did we come across any rats? I mean, it
Nope,
said
no
rats.
rats.
Rats and gold.
So with more players, you end up with more safes on the board. So you definitely end up with more options, more opportunity to get rats and gold, more gold. In the previous game where we only had 3 players, we had quite a bit of gold on the board. So I guess it's just random draw.
Now, when I was reading the rules, very briefly, I told you I didn't finish them. There were a whole bunch of variants. Something like Tainted Sarsaparilla or something was one of them.
Yep. There's advanced rules, bad sarsaparilla, cash, a dagger, explosives, and a poker deck. Now, all these things would have been in the safes as well, and they all have different rules, usually having to do something in the final showdown. Like dagger, you can, in the badge round, you immediately reveal it, so stab someone in the back. I don't know. Those are advanced rules, option. So I did want to play with those.
I like the bad sarsaparilla, though. You can't use your best gun in the final showdown.
Is that because you're drunk?
It's because you're probably shitting your pants. Because you had some bad sarsaparilla. And then you hide those pants under a rock.
I do enjoy hanging out with you guys. I recently hung out with you guys on the Spartacast podcast, talking about the season finale of whatever season 3, right? The third season that was produced.
Yeah.
When you guys doing the final season? When you guys start recording that?
Man, that's a good question.
I'm gonna send in my feedback for that.
That's a good question. The at least the feed is back up. I had to do some behind the scenes stuff over Christmas break, so it kind of disappeared for like 2 or 3 weeks. I'm sure no one noticed.
No one noticed.
Nice. Okay. Well, I mean, I have to think about this.
We did have a volcano erupt. One of those Italian volcanoes erupt on the island of Sicily. That was exciting.
Recently?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like right after we recorded that podcast where I was talking about Mount Vesuvius and like death and destruction. One of the other volcanoes erupted. I don't think it did any damage, or not that I know of. But.
Well, where can people find you on the internet?
Let's see. So I did. I've done Spartacus guest host on Hooplecast as well, and on Upper Pylon 2, which is a Deep Space Nine review podcast.
Oh, nice.
That's always exciting. My other passion is role playing games. So we used Roll20, the virtual platform here. I've loaded up my mouse guard to Roll20. I've loaded up a Game of Thrones role-playing game. So if there's any interest in Game of Thrones RPG, the final season's coming up in April, so might be time to do that. And I'm also working on running Night Witches, which is a historical role-playing game set in World War II. That is Soviet Russia. Had 3 squadrons of female fighter pilots, and they got the worst equipment. Like they got secondhand equipment, the second-rate lodgings. They were flying World War I biplanes, the wood and cloth biplanes. But they made a go at it. And so for the role-playing game, everyone
plays.
They made
a go at it.
Their
planes were made of cardboard, but they made a go of it.
they made the best of a bad situation. But everyone plays as a female pilot and tries to survive the war, I guess. So that's exciting. That's different because not every game focuses on like a woman's point of view, especially during wartime. So there's a little bit different elements at play there that I am interested in exploring.
Okay.
All right. You guys?
Well, first of all, if you're ever interested in doing any tabletop things with Tabletop Simulator, I'd love to play Arkham Horror, the card game, with you guys. It's a card game but it has a real strong narrative, so there's some role playing involved in it. Light role playing, but that's a lot of fun. So
Is that on Steam?
Yeah,
Steam. Where that Tabletop Simulator is?
You download Tabletop Simulator, which is the shell, kind of like this is the shell for the various add-ons that you can buy. But it's got all different sort of game similes on there. Let's see. I was just on the finale episode of Calavici Fashion Cast, talking about the last episode of Quantum Leap, which is bizarre, which is the strangest episode of first the strangest episode of Quantum Leap, but one of the weirdest season/series finales I've ever seen. So you can hear me on that podcast, and pretty soon I will be guesting quite frequently, hopefully, on the Village Fashion Center, which is going to be about the Prisoner series and all the fashions on the Prisoner. Not my podcasts. I'm just a guest. So Calavici Fashion Cast and the Village Fashion Center. But my own podcast, I do Matt is Wrong About Games with my friend Matt, and Spartacast with Will, and of course Hooplecast, which I don't know if I'll release this in the audio feed. Sure, why the hell not? If it recorded, we'll see.
What do? I'll do Spartacast with Matt, and I'm also doing the Defenders podcast. I think we'll be talking about Punisher.
I feel, and you're never on there. Every time I look at one of Claire's posts, she's like, "Will's not here."
Yes, I kind of got busy towards the end of Daredevil. But yes, I'm still doing that with Tammy and Claire. Any other podcasts? Yeah, I've guessed on. I guess I'll be guesting on Village Fashion Center. Well, if you like board games and you're ever in Portland, come look up my board game meetup that I lead, PDX Gamers, GAYMERS. Everybody's welcome to come.
No pun intended.
Hey.
Not that kind of game.
All right. Well, if this did get recorded and someone's listening to it, of course you can find us at hooplecast.com. That's where I post episodes and links to show notes and discussion threads. Go to on Facebook, search for Hooplecast, find the discussion group there, and email us at hooplecast@gmail.com. And next time on the podcast, we will eventually be talking about, what are the next two shows we're supposed to be covering? Let me look them up. We just did Boardwalk Empire and Treme. And I know we're doing Game of Thrones, but I can't remember what the other one is.
Do you have guests lined up for Game of Thrones?
I don't.
Ooh. First to hear this.
Yeah.
Sign up quick.
Well, I mean, you're first, but there's also the schedule that was posted in the Facebook group at some point. So, I don't know. What is the other show, though?
2010, I guess, somewhere around there.
Hold on, I'm opening the spreadsheet.
When did Game of Thrones?
Very important. Oh, it's the first episode of Mildred Pierce. It's just a mini-series. You never would have gotten that, Will, in a million years.
No, I vaguely remember seeing that, but I would have never guessed that.
Game of Thrones and Mildred Pierce.
These they don't thematically ever make sense.
There's going to be a great discussion about Game of Thrones and then Mildred Pierce.
Yeah.
About 15 minutes of Mildred Pierce.
Well, Carol's on the podcast. It'll be a pretty good discussion of Mildred Pierce, I'm sure, because she comes from a showbiz family. Well, she does. Her mother was an opera singer, And Mildred Pierce, as far as I understand it, it was about an actress and her daughter. So I don't know. Maybe there'll be 30 minutes of material.
Carol's just gonna be talking 30 minutes straight.
That would be fine.
And she will not get the 1 minute recap. Someone else will get that.
Oh,
guaranteed.
Yeah. All right. Well, this was fun. Have a good night, everyone.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.